Hello, twin flames. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what is happening. What is happening for the twin flames? Spirit, please show me the energy at this time. Energy of the connection, please. Knight of Cups reversed. Okay, so it feels like somebody has deep desires, but they are not able to offer, or deep romantic feelings, like erotic feelings, dreamy kind of feelings, but there is no offer. And also somebody is holding back or pulling back. I think it's because things are not progressing as one wanted. There is pride involved. There is no movement, there is no action, and somebody is just not willing to wait anymore, perhaps, or not willing to invest anymore, perhaps. So let's see. Show me the feminine energy at this time, please. I feel like different deck. Sorry. Let's see. What do I want to take? Okay. Show me the feminine energy at this time. Spirit, please show me divine feminine energy at this time. Knight of Swords reversed. Yeah, it feels like she's holding back, or she is blocked from moving forward. She is not taking action, and perhaps even, even in communication, or even in the mental plane. Okay, she feels like, I cannot exchange with you. I cannot move towards you. Somebody is holding me back, or you are not receptive to me. So maybe feminine has cut communication with her masculine, or they are not meeting as often as they used to. There is passion, but also there is desire for new passion. So there is opportunity perhaps for something new to come into feminine's life right now. So if she will keep holding back, pulling away from the masculine, perhaps there will be new energy coming forward. It might be anything. It might be a romantic, passionate encounter, somebody like with the potential to grow. Or, very often is said that, well, Ace of Wands is really just potential and it does not lead to long term. This is not guaranteed with Ace of Wands, because Ace of Wands is a pure fire from the divine. It's up to you how you're going to use it. And if you really invest into this fire, there is opportunity to grow from it. So dragon energies are with this. So perhaps you're somebody who works with dragons or connected with dragons, or maybe you have year of dragon is your birth year, or maybe your new person has this year. But there is opportunity for passion, and I feel it's coming from another source because it's very new. Now we do have Cancerian energy here with in the connection, so maybe some of you have strong Cancer placements. Maybe also other water sign possible is Pisces or Scorpio. And also we have air sign here for on the feminine side at this time, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Not necessary, but this is something that is happening right now for you. You feel blocked. So a little bit more self-love would be required, okay? A little bit more nurturing for self, and also connecting with nature. Perhaps you have been holding back from going out for your walks in a park or walks in a forestry. I have not been in my forestry for a while, and I used to love to go in there every week. So we need to connect with nature more at this time. So let us see the masculine energy at this time. What is happening? You know what? I think I'm gonna try to clarify this Ace of Wands, because there is a sense of like curiosity. So it might be new connection, but it also might be just a project that you're focusing on. It might be this fire of the divine coming in and telling you that at this time your energy, this creative force energy, and it is actually very masculine, might be focused on the divine project, something that God wants to be created on earth, and it feels like you are an appropriate channel. You have the ability to use the spark and fire to bring into manifest reality something that divine wants to manifest through you. Clarifies this Ace of Wands for the feminine. Clarifies this Ace of Wands. We have the Three of Wands reversed. So it might, okay, I'm talking, but I just now noticed that you never really see. I do apologize about it there. So that's the dragon, and here is the Three of Wands. Okay, so this might be a project connected with the past. It might also be connected with the laws of the universe and how we receive consequences for generations to come if we do not abide by the laws of the universe. This might be somebody working on the like a history or like a project was looking back into the past. Okay, we have the ship coming in, we have them like taking steps back, and then you may bring it forward into this life. Very, very fiery energy here. We feel might be like strong placements, like with Aries particularly. Not for all of you, but for some of you, I feel. So it feels like the project is not a long-term project. It might be something in connection with looking into the past. Maybe like genealogical research, family tree, or like historical project. But it's something that is not necessarily going to play a very big role in your future. For some of you, I feel. It's like, say you go through this assignment for like 5 months or something, or 3 months. And after you completed it, you feel amazing because you brought it into the earth. And there might be obstacles, by the way, in connection with this project. So you would need to invest, and maybe you feel also blocked in certain aspects of this project. Some of you may feel stuck in a situation which you have outgrown, but you do not know how to move out of those situations. So we do have magician here, and magician knows how to manipulate forces in a good way, okay? How to make things happen. Magician has everything that is required. He has practical approach. He has control of his mind. His mind does not wander. He has control of his passions. He does not focus on instant gratification. He has emotional control. He does not get swayed by the feelings. So I think you have got everything that is required to make this thing happen. And I do not necessarily feel that it is in connection with your twin flame journey. I think it's most in connection with you moving onto your path while holding back from your twin flame who is not investing, perhaps, because there is no movement and you feel like sitting there and pining for him is not giving you any results. So that is what perhaps is happening right now. Now show me the masculine energies. What is happening in the masculine side? We have Four of Wands reversed, and we have Lovers reversed. So I feel like some masculines may be leaving the house and separating from, if they have a karmic partner, or at least they might be planning on that. There is no happiness in the place where they're in. If you know that your masculine is in the third party situation, it feels like not a happy home, Perhaps there is like connection that was originally based on physical aspect, but it has burned itself out, and it feels like he needs to make a decision, and he knows the place he's at is not a happy place. Okay, Gemini energy there a little bit. So let us see then, what is the biggest challenge for your connection? Two of Cups. So for some of you, there are some certain aspects you are mirroring, but for others, it is connection with another, like a third party situation might be involved in there. It might be that one or both of you have not much to offer in your cup to another person just yet. We do have, again, unhappy family or divorce. So I feel like if it is a third party, maybe some of you are in soulmate connection, or it's a karmic soulmate, but not necessary. But it is not a happy connection. And the divorce, yeah, Three of Pentacles. And divorce is something that perhaps needs to occur, and maybe it has not happened yet. So that might be your challenge for two of you to come together, because as long as there is another person, your beloved, if they are in another connection, you do not want to take on karma by trying to seduce them out of their connection. You do not want to go and sabotage their connection. It is up to your person to work through that soul agreement that they have before they can come towards you with a purity and a lesson learned and karmic balance that has occurred through that other connection, which actually prepares your counterpart for you, for connection with you. Show me, how is divine feminine feeling towards her counterpart? Yeah, she feels like a judgment call. She feels like she's at the crossroads. She feels called to rise, to think big, to see the bigger picture, to allow growth to occur. She feels like sometimes there might be this frustration that feminine wants to almost like shout at him, like, wake up from your slumber. It's our time to come together. So feminine might feel this kind of frustration because awakening has occurred, and there might be this sense of standing at a crossroads, and she needs to keep moving. But masculine has not either heard the call or has not responded to the call. So there is a sense of feminine feeling called to act, to live according to her higher ideals with or without her counterpart, and she may feel abandoned by him. So we have Five of Swords. It's a no-win situation. It's like whatever I do, I can't win. If I wait for him, he's not here. If I try to contact him, he either ignores me or being cold and not receptive to me. If I try to build other connections, they just simply do not work because my heart is craving him. And there is no way other than devoting yourself to your mission, to your soul's call, to beg God to reveal to you your path in life, your mission. And I personally myself have found myself on my knees begging God to show me, what am I here to do? Show me what I am meant to do and help me do it, okay? Help me do it. Not only show me, but also show me the path, how I can achieve this. If we are not meant to be in this, at this time, okay, in the harmonious union with our counterpart, in this loving connection where we can thrive and love each other and devote ourselves to each other, to explore each other deeply, to connect with each other in this almost meditative state of surrender and love and passion. What else is there for me, God? If I cannot live out this ideal, if I cannot be in this loving connection at this time? What do you want me to do? How do I feel that part of me which is craving and missing for my soul's friend, for my other self? What do you want me to do, Spirit? So I feel those are the kind of experiences that feminine is having right now, and it's like no turning back, standing at this judgment, maybe judgment of her own life or all her life. It's like I also actually caught myself thinking another day about this life, and I was like feeling, is it all just a waste of time? Comment below if you get those thoughts as well, but I feel that you do. That's why I kind of bring it up, and very often I do pick up this collective energy, and it is very good to question. It means that we are not in this fundamentalist idea that being rigid is the way to go, because we flow. Particularly feminine is in the flow, and she allows herself to adapt, to change, to grow, to relax, and then to rise again. So I think those are kind of energies that feminine is feeling towards her masculine right now, and it is very much bringing her closer to God and also to peace. We have white dove in there, and we have Archangel Gabriel in there, who is the one who gives us visions, okay? Gives you clear audience and clairvoyance gifts as well, gifts of perhaps prophecy, but also unites you with the unity in community, in our human family, because judgment is also the card where it's bigger than you. So I feel this is what feminines are asking at this time, because concentrating on ourselves or concentrating on our beloved is, while it is a beautiful endeavor, it feels like we want deeper and more, and we understand that we're here to serve. So show me the masculine feelings towards his feminine. What is masculine feeling towards his divine feminine? 3 of Wands. Very interesting. We had 3 of Wands there for the feminine. So he is looking into the future. There is Emperor energy within him. So divine masculine is being, well, yeah, there is resistance there within him. But divine masculine is looking into the future. I think he wants to find his way towards you. He knows that he has outgrown the place where he is in, and this growth is not an easy one for him. I feel like he is doing this kind of long-term planning. I don't know whether or not masculine feels like he has plenty of time or something, because I do not get this sense with the feminine. Feminine has this sense of desire to move forward and urgency, but with the masculine there is a sense of plenty of time. It's like, I'm gonna be bold in making my moves, but I have nowhere to rush. So he is sitting very stable, and he's thinking and strategizing perhaps without allowing his passions to take over. I feel like he has already made some moves to resolve whatever situation is holding him back, maybe in connection with that family. Show me, what is in masculine's heart towards his divine feminine? What is in his heart towards his divine feminine? 3 of Cups, another 3. So we have 3, synchronicity for the masculine. It is union. It is union and celebration of union. It is also understanding. It is a sphere, a very feminine place. It is the sphere when things come together so they could shape into the form. So we move down then from the passionate ones of the divine towards like lower, okay, and lower in our energetic world towards the feelings and emotions. So in his heart, he does desire this union and celebration of something beautiful that he has recognized within your connection. It's more of the coming together to celebrate. It's less about being individual or being one to one. And it's more again about this bigger picture of I recognize the path I need to travel, and I will find my way to you, and we will celebrate our love. But it feels, at this point, it feels a little bit abstract. Let us see where is feminine on her twin flame journey as a soul. Karmic purge, mirror reflections, 6 and 6. So maybe you still have some karmic connections to resolve. Not necessarily romantic connections, might be like neighbors, friends, family members. So something is being released. You may be understanding now what your karmic people reflect in you, what you see in them reflected from you. I notice, for example, even when on my own, I can hold this peace and beauty and all the higher vibrations, okay? When I come in connection with my karmic people, the ugliness may come out in me, but as a form like of self-defense. For example, I can yell out something or say something nasty, and it feels like, but that's not me. But it is this wounded part of me trying to protect myself. And when we study some work of some psychologists, even to say Gabor Mate, for example, okay, he is one of the heroes in the trauma field. He says that having this aggression towards somebody who is being abusive towards you, either mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, energetically, in any way, okay, if this person has crossed your boundaries in some way, you have full rights, and it is actually your obligation to defend those boundaries, even with the violence if you have to. And it kind of gave me peace, because I don't find myself to be like a violent person. But when I come in contact with this one person who has mistreated me and been very unjust towards me, and yet at this time I cannot quite stop communication with this person, I find myself in this anger and defensive and even willing to protect my boundaries with aggression if I must. And then I would feel, for example, shame. But what we need to understand is that if there was no coming up of this aggression in defending our boundaries, and other person does not understand it otherwise, what is the other way then? To ignore? I have heard about this gray rock technique, and from what I learned from Gabor Mate work, and in his book about what is the name of the book? I don't remember. It's the book about how illness manifests in the body. So gray rock technique makes you hold back your reaction, but that reaction will express itself through illness in your body. So there is cost to that if we cannot transmute what we're holding back. And at some point, our resilience, like maybe before you were more resilient, but now you can no longer be resilient. So now you feel like you need to shout. So I feel this karmic purge is something that feminine might be working with, maybe in connection with family members or with co-workers, for example. So yeah, comment below if you have any ideas or thoughts about this. Please show me masculine energy on the twin flame journey. I also got the message now, guys, to say that somebody who cares for you, and you may not even need to know physically this person, it might be like online friend, and somebody who cares for you will not ignore you. Okay, it's very interesting message that came through, but you know, sometimes we wonder who are our tribe. Well, our tribe are people who will not leave us hanging for weeks for the reply, or who like would ghost us, for example. I have been trying to connect with some people who were in my interest group, in the connection with collaboration towards any projects in connection with Palestine freedom. And there are several people in that group that we were meant to connect with, but after sending emails, nobody replied to me. So at first I had this idea that we have a common goal and we will connect. But upon that situation, I understood that even if we have common goals, some people just will be triggered by us in some way, or some people just will feel repelled by us. It's nothing got to do with us, okay? So I just had this feeling that somebody who will care for you and somebody who is a part of your tribe in this physical plane, they will not ignore you. Clear energy blocks masculine, activating the higher chakras. I love it. I think that masculine has been held prisoner by the lower chakras activity, like in sacral chakra, in connection with, you know, self-pleasure, for example, or watching unhealthy manipulative videos, which distorts masculine's understanding of what making love and sacred sexuality actually is. And I think masculine is being slowly liberated from that by connecting with his heart, by connecting with his inner truth, throat chakra, for example, speaking his truth, and also maybe glimpsing those visions of the future as he desires, which is not here yet. Okay, show me, spirit, how is the universe helping twin flames? Straight away we have flamingo and we have koi carp. So we have abundance. Move with the flow of abundance around and through you, okay? Yeah, we all could use a little bit of more money, okay? It's funny how sometimes, you know, in our light worker circles, people feel almost ashamed to admit that they struggle financially, but it is very often the case for the light workers, because our values are not centered in material. So very often we have very rich inner world, very wealthy, beautiful spirit, but sometimes on the physical, unfortunately, it does not reflect. So do not be deceived when people tell you that if you are like so in tune with your soul and that then all the riches of the world will come to you. That's not the case. We actually may have made a vow of poverty for this lifetime, or some of us may have actually specifically manifested the lifetime in such a way that we would be restricted. And from my esoteric studies that I learned is that only through the certain boundaries and restrictions the growth happens. How would we grow if everything was given? How would we learn to navigate this world without challenges? So for many, maybe for some of you guys who are watching, you are a lucky few who are like in pure abundance of material loads of money, and things are just happening. You can afford everything you desire, and I'm really pleased for you. For majority of us, unfortunately, it's not the case. Okay, so this is a promise that it's coming. Thank you, Spirit. We all could use a little bit more money, and then with that, we could do also lots of amazing things in the world. It's how funny is that those evil people who have lots of money, they use it for horrible things. And then there's good people who really want to improve lives of others. They unfortunately struggle even to meet their own needs. So we really need to be creative in the way we operate in this world. And for me, a big desire now after watching things that unfold in Palestine, I would like to get involved in future in is the way I can. It's probably, too far, and I probably would not be able to travel, but to be involved in helping children, particularly also women, to recover from trauma inflicted by this genocide that is unfolding, and also to get involved in raising funds for the amputees, okay, to have those prosthetic or what's the name, guys, maybe I didn't pronounce it correctly, legs or arms, robotic arms or something like that, which would absolutely improve lives of those children who unfortunately had to suffer amputations. So that what I would do if I had lots of money, guys. So let's see. Of course, I would do more, but that would be part of what I would like to do. And then we have Flamingo Unity Heart. You are being called to work on collective healing. So this is this is something that I was speaking now, that collective healing. As we work on ourselves, we also help the world. So while the world is the mirror, but also we need to understand that other people, they're real. Other souls, they are real. So if we can work in a group and honor other person's individuality, honor other person's journey, and see how we can help other people to rise, okay? How can we help each other to connect with our hearts? So I think it's beautiful. Flamingo might be the sign for some of you guys, but we have this beautiful idea of the world being this one big heart, and we feel deeply those who those even who are across the world from us, okay, across the ocean or across the sea, or those who are far away from us, we feel their pain. And when you feel cold, and like here feminine, she's being called, you feel cold, it is your duty to rise to this call, because that is divine calling you. So you have been actually chosen. There is lots of discussion about people being chosen, and it is like almost called like narcissistic. But when you're chosen, and anyone can be chosen, but not anyone is rising to this call. Okay, so I feel you might be the person who is rising to the call. Show me the best focus for the feminine. And we have blessings. Beautiful Mother Mary image here. So the blessing speaks also about you being the blessing to the world, and also seeing your own blessings in your own life. I think that will really help you on your journey, because you have had difficult path, I want to say, but it has not hardened you. And in fact, it's only broke your heart wide open. So now you can share the gift of your empathy and love with the world. This is part of your mission. Show me the energy to focus on for the masculine. Man's business. I think masculine is really working on his divine masculinity, on what he came here to do as the man. Okay, we do have this beautiful emperor energy here, and this is just confirmation that it is about integrity. It's about the part he plays as the masculine in the world, where masculines are being disempowered or swayed towards toxicity. So this masculine, now your masculine, his focus is now to really go within his own essence and to understand what it actually means to be this divine masculine essence in the world. And I think it's just beautiful because there is great growth happening within him. So as his chakras, he's rising towards higher chakras. It's like his experience to be this channel for the divine, but also to see divine face to face, to see God face to face, and to survive it. Because, you know, many sinners, okay, sometimes we get so blinded by this divine light that we can actually not survive it and we run from it. So the masculine's experience here is to see his own humanity, but also understand his own divinity, and to understand that God wants to act through him, which will make him want to rise to the higher standards, even if he did not do it before. Show me the cosmic energies for the feminine and for the masculine. Feminine and masculine. Okay, masculine got strength, so we have Leo energy here for the masculine, and we have walk your root for the feminine. Throat chakra is opened here. So this also might be like a little bit of Taurus energy there with the Hierophant. So feminine is really practicing her authenticity. She is knowing what is required from her, and she is stepping into that mission. It's like her print in the world. This is my touch. This is how I touch the world. Maybe she's doing energy healing. We see it here with the palm chakras activated, and we see it here. So I feel like feminine is the healer here, and it is like work on this unity and work on something that comes so natural to the feminine, something that really speaks to her heart. She's being authentic, fully and beautifully open to be this divine channel. Masculine got to be strong, got to be courageous. Courage is something perhaps that masculine has not really embodied before. Maybe he was running, maybe he was making excuses, maybe he was delaying action. So now also might be year of the tiger for the masculine, not necessarily, but might be. Okay, we have lion here, even though emperor is the Aries, but we also have potential Leo energy present here. So the masculine here is really growing into his masculine courage. This is what world needs now, the light warrior masculine, and I think it is occurring throughout your masculine. I feel strong sense that it's been a long road for the masculine, very slow process that he was fighting. Okay, well, for feminine it was sharp, I feel, but she had lots of blocks to overcome, lots of things that held her back. Well, for masculine it was like slowly crawling through that, like debris. So show me the message of, oh yeah, this is what I want. Show me the energy of love for the future for this connection. And we get straight away yin and yang, beautiful twin flame energy here. So you're perfect together. And when balance occurs, the union is inevitable. Okay, you will be together. This says that you create this beautiful balance and you harmonize each other so beautifully. You are perfect for one another. So this is your destiny. If you were doubting whether or not he is for you, whether or not she is your feminine, yes, the answer is yes. You are meant to be together. Please give me a message of love. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. I think it's for both of you, but masculine has probably suffered with or struggled with, I would say, with bringing in this change or accepting this change, perhaps. So I think it's going to happen regardless, okay? We have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Absolutely. You know, you don't need a tarot reader, okay? You don't need the the book or a movie or the coach. What you need is to hear your own heart, and your own heart is holding all the wisdom that is required for the two of you. So I will leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.